Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Just got another quick update video for you guys. I just got back from Wyoming. Now, I did about 3,500 mile round trip from Texas up to Wyoming. Took my 2020 Ranger up there. If you saw, I just did a quick little off-road video for you guys. The truck did great. Nothing major, nothing extreme off-road. Just hit some of the dirt trails and Forest Service roads. But for those that don't know and that were asking, on the truck I have 285 70/17 tires, which equates to about a 32/8, sitting on 17-inch Motegis. They have they're 17 by, I believe, 8.5, or excuse me, by 9, with a positive 18 offset. I'm also rocking the Fox 2.0 shocks. The truck rode great. We went through Esterbrook, Wyoming, then drove west towards Yellowstone. The truck did awesome. Came back down to Colorado, stayed in Colorado Springs for a couple days. Went off-roading Rampart Range Road from Garden of the Gods up into the mountains. So it was a great trip. The truck did great, and I'm loving it. Loving it. I've also ordered a bed rack for it, an RCI bed rack, so that I can put a tent on it here soon. So that's it's got about a 4 to 6 week wait time on it, so I'll be installing that soon. But one of the main focuses that let me get out of the wind here, that I wanted to focus on today was my 1997 Ford Ranger XLT. I've had a lot of y'all ask questions about it. Hey, are you doing more videos on this? What's up with that? And yes, I am, as a matter of fact. Now, I haven't driven the truck in a couple weeks. I was driving the truck a couple weeks ago, noticed that the master cylinder was leaking brake fluid out. And either it was just kind of a small leak and it fixed itself. You can't really see in there, but it had been leaking in here. See if my shadow you can see here where it was leaking brake fluid, but it hasn't leaked since. It's been parked. Now it's at my parents' house here. It's been at my parents' house. I've had them start it, drive it around the block. They ran some errands in it and stuff, just kind of as a precaution until I can replace that master cylinder and do a brake job on the truck. That's one of the things that I've really been needing to do anyway, is replace the brakes. And so one of the things about this Ranger, it's got disc brakes up front, and in the rear it has drum brakes. Well, the only other way that you can do besides using mounting brackets is to do a rear axle swap, and that's what I have here. I have another Ford 8.8 rear axle here that actually, it's from a probably 95 or 96 Ford Explorer that also has disc brakes. So what I'm going to do is swap out the axles so that I can have disc brakes all around. Now, in order to do this, because the spring purchase are on the opposite side, and my buddy Andrew, who's been on the channel before, who's kind of my go-to mechanic for everything, he's actually going to cut off the spring purchase and re-weld them, or re-weld new ones here next week onto this axle. And my truck that I have now, the 97 Ranger, currently has 373 limited slip gear, so we're going to swap that into this, because this is just a 373 with no slip open differential. So we're going to swap that in there, so I have a little bit better braking performance. And these actually have 31 spline axles on them as well now, which are a little bit stronger than the stock, I believe, 28 spline. Eventually, the reason I'm doing this is eventually I plan on adding a small lift and suspension upgrade, either James Duff, or maybe looking at doing like a medium travel eventually on the 97 Ranger. But that's kind of part of it right now. So it's a work in progress. I know it's been a minute since I made a video on it, so I just wanted to let y'all guys know. Now, also, by adding this Explorer axle, I'm going to be about a 1/2 inch wider on the rear end. One of the things you probably really won't notice it shouldn't affect performance or anything like that. But like I said, eventually I'm going to add a little bit bigger tires, bigger setup, and do a probably like a 6-inch lift on it, so I can put 33s under it, make it kind of similar to the truck, my newer Ranger that I have now. But for now, it's just going to continue to be my daily driver. Those are two of my projects that I'm working on. I also wanted to update you another project that I have that I'll get to sometime this fall or this winter here, and this is at my parents' garage. I've got a really nice snap-on, as well as a Mac Tools toolboxes that need to be refinished. Ignore the skull there. That's from one of our Longhorns that we had for probably 20 some odd years that passed away about a year ago. But I've got these toolboxes here that I'm going to try to refinish and clean up, and I'll be keeping one of them. My cousin, actually, who does the estate sale auctions, who I actually got the Ranger through, he gave them to me. So that's another project that I'll be working on for you this fall. And one more final project. If you followed the channel here, you may have noticed in the last couple videos, I kind of teased that I had a BMW project that I was working on. And so currently, myself and Andrew, we found ourselves a 1982 320i E21 chassis BMW. This is the first of the iconic 3 Series BMWs around. And we're cleaning it up, getting it fixed up, getting it running, and going to make it kind of into a weekend rally cross or race car that, you know, just kind of a weekend fun driver to take on fun drives and just, you know, just work on and have fun with it. So that's in the works as well. So thank you guys. Again, this is just a quick video just showing you the updates, kind of the 3 different kind of updates that projects that I've got that I'm working on right now. So I've got plenty of content available for you guys. So be sure to subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks.